Hello everyone, welcome to EduTab and welcome to NABARD ARD Static Series through MCQs. Today, under the chapter Forestry, we will be discussing the important terminology related to forestry and will be practicing questions based on these terminology. Students, first I'll answer you the question that I had given you in the previous video and then we will discuss this topic, okay? But before that, I'd like to let you know about the initiative that has been taken by EduTab as we have launched this comprehensive NABARD guidebook. This comprehensive NABARD guidebook is your one-step solution to all your queries regarding NABARD. Like if you have doubt, what is a NABARD as an organization, what is the functioning of NABARD, all your question can be answered through this guidebook. And also if you have doubt regarding NABARD exams, like how many phases are there, what is the syllabus, what is the eligibility criteria, you can get all your questions answered from this guidebook. And on the top of that, it is providing you the 6-step strategy and resources to clear this NABARD exam. Students, and that too for free. And to download this guidebook, you have to go to the description box, click on the link, register yourself and download this guidebook for free. Now with that, student, let's start our video with the question that I had given you in the previous video, which was, what are the different methods used for suppressing bacterial growth in fish processing? Options are salting, smoking, drying, fermentation, all of the above, and we have discussed this, and right answer for this will be all of the above. And through all these methods, you can suppress the bacterial growth in fishes. Okay. Now let's start our today's video, which is on terminology, with different terminology related to forestry. Okay, students, first I like to tell you the difference between forestry and silviculture. Sometimes we often tend to confuse, like we think that forestry and silviculture are two similar words, but there is a minor difference between those or them. Okay. Students, first you see the forestry. What is forestry? It is defined as the theory and practice. Okay, it is theory and practice of all that constitutes the creation, conservation and scientific management of forest, okay, and the utilization of their resources. तो जितनी भी practice and theories हम पढ़ते हैं regarding which constitute your creation, okay, creation, conservation, scientific management and utilization of forest resources, that is your forestry. Okay, that is your forestry. That is your forestry. Now, what is silviculture then? Let's discuss what is silviculture then. Students, your silviculture is commonly referred only to certain aspect. Okay, in forestry we are covering all the aspects, but in silviculture we are referring to only certain aspects. Okay, it consists of certain aspect, and what are they? See, certain aspect of theory and practice of raising forest crops. Okay, जितनी भी हमारी फॉरेस्ट क्रॉप्स है, ठीक है, दे आर ओनली कंस्टिट्यूट टू सर्टेन एस्पेक्ट्स. एंड व्हाट आर दे? सी, सिल्विकल्चर pertains to establishment, development and reproduction of forest crops. Okay, in forestry we are studying about all the aspects of forest, but in silviculture we are studying about the establishment, development and reproduction of your forest crops. Okay, so that is the difference between your forestry and silviculture. Okay, now student, moving on to the another before moving on to the another terminology, let's discuss a question. Dash refer only to certain aspects of theory and practice of raising forest crops and pertains to establishment, development and reproduction of forest crops. Okay, now options are forestry, silviculture, agroforestry, none of the above, all of the above, and we have discussed that it is your silviculture. Okay, forestry is for all aspects, silviculture is about establishment, development and reproduction of your forest crops. Okay, now let's discuss about other terminology, that is your lopping and pruning. Okay, student, in lopping and pruning, what we are doing? We are removing the branches. Okay, first, but what is the difference? Let's see one by one. First, lopping. What is lopping? Your lopping pertains to cutting of the branches on or even your young stems. Okay, we are cutting the branches or even the young stem, and what is the aim why we are doing that? To develop, so that new shoot can develop. Okay, in lopping what we are doing, we are cutting the branches or even sometimes new shoots also, so that our new shoots can develop. Okay, so that is your lopping, sometimes where we are cutting branches or stems, young stems, to develop for the development of new shoot. Okay, so that is your lopping. Now moving on to the pruning. What is then pruning? See student, in pruning we are cutting the stems. Okay, the same thing we are doing in pruning also, but here our motive is to maintain the quality of timber. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this guy is cutting the branches around this timber so that the whole this timber quality can be maintained, okay, so that this timber quality can be maintained and all your food of this stem can, all your food, ये this timber can be grow, ठीक है, ये टिम्बर अच्छे से ग्रो हो पाए, इसीलिए उन्होंने साइड की सारी ब्रांचेस को हटा दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, एज यू कैन सी इन द पिक्चर. So that is your pruning. Now I hope difference between lopping and pruning is clear to you. Okay, lopping is for the development of new shoots and pruning is to maintain the timber quality. So that is the pruning. Now let's discuss question dash pertains to the cutting of branches or even young stem and leads to development of new shoots. Options are pollarding, lopping, pruning, none of the above, all of the above. Your right option is lopping, okay, where we are cutting stems for the development of new shoots. Moving on to the next question, which says dash is cutting of branches from the bole in order to maintain the quality of timber. Okay, now student, bole means your main stem, okay, your main stem. Don't get confused here, this is the main stem and these are the branches. So we are cutting the branches of this bole. So that is your, this is your bole. So that is your pruning we have just discussed, okay, for maintaining the quality of timber we are doing pruning. Now moving on to the next term, that is your Tongya system. Okay student, Tongya system, what is Tongya system? See, basically it was first evolved in Burma in 1850. Okay, it was evolved in Burma in 1850 as the mode of replanting vast teak areas. Okay students, I like to add here that teak is good for your timber. Teak has a timber good quality, timber quality. Okay, so what is happening in Tongya system में क्या होता था कि यहाँ पे एक परमिशन दी जाती है लोगों को, they can go to the area, okay, grow teak there and cut it down for 5 years, continuously 5 years they can cultivate teak there and cut that down, cut all the teaks from that area and then move to another place. This is kind of a shifting cultivation. Okay, they are cultivating a land, they are growing a teak in particular area, then cutting it down, then moving to the another place. Okay, so this is a modified form of shifting cultivation. Basically it is a modified form of your shifting cultivation and after about 5 years or so they are required to move to another patch. ठीक है, the labor are required to move to another patch. 5 साल के बाद उनको वो जगह छोड़ के दूसरे जगह पे जाना होता है. So that is why this is your Tongya system. Okay, and it is mainly replanting vast teak area. Okay, teak, it is related to your teak timber. Okay, now moving on to the next terminology, which is coppice and pollarding. What is the difference between coppice and pollarding? So students, here in coppice, when certain plants or seedlings are cut from near ground level, okay, we are cutting the plants at ground level. In coppicing, what we are doing, from ground level we are cutting the certain plant, okay, so that new flush of shoot can grow. Okay, as you can see in the picture, new flush of shoot can grow. Okay, that is why we are cutting it from the ground. Now moving on to the next, pollarding. So in pollarding, this is a process in which the branches of a plant is cut off in order to produce flush of new shoots. Okay, now here branches are cutted. See, यहाँ से यहाँ पे हम बेस से काट रहे थे और यहाँ पे हम ब्रांचेस को काट रहे हैं. As you can see in the picture, branches are cutted so that new flush of shoot can appear in this tree. Okay, and in coppicing we are going from base cutting. Okay, we are cutting from the base so that new flush of shoot can come from the base of the plant. Okay, so that is the difference between your coppice and pollarding. Moving on to the question, let's discuss question. Dash is the process in which the branches of a plant is cut off in order to produce a flush of new shoot. Options are pollarding, lopping, pruning, none of the above, all of the above, and your right answer is your pollarding. Okay, right answer is your pollarding. Moving on to the next question, which of the following is modified form of shifting cultivation used in forestry, which was introduced from Burma? Okay, options are pollarding, coppice, pruning, Tongya system, all of the above. ठीक है, and the right answer is your Tongya system. Now moving on to the next question, in which of the following certain plants or seedlings are cut near from the ground to produce a flush of fresh shoots? Options are pollarding, coppice, pruning, Tongya system, all of the above. Okay, and right answer will be your coppice. Okay, in coppice we are cutting the plant at the base, and so that new flush of shoot can appear. Okay. Now moving on to the other terminology, that is your shelter bed. What is a shelter bed? So basically, student, your shelter bed is wide zone of tree or shrubs. Okay. Whenever we are going for wherever we are growing a wide row of tree or shrub. Okay. And what is the purpose why we are doing so? So that our wind velocity can be reduced and our main crop can be protected. Okay, so that type of wide bed of trees and shrub will be called as shelter beds. Okay, so basically shelter bed is your wide zone of trees, shrubs and grasses planted in row. Okay, usually at right angle to the direction of prevailing winds. Okay, प्रिवेलिंग विंड्स की डायरेक्शन में ग्रो किए जाते हैं ताकि क्या कर सकते हैं, व्हाट आर द एम लेट्स सी द एम टू डिफ्लेक्ट द एयर करंट. ओके, ताकि एयर करंट को डिफ्लेक्ट कर सके और हमारी मेन क्रॉप को प्रोटेक्शन मिल सके. Then to reduce the velocity of prevailing wind, whatever the velocity of prevailing wind, that is reduced. Okay, to provide general protection to the crop. Okay, and to protect the leeward area from the devastating effect of hot winds. Okay, so that is the aim of your shelter beds. And as you can see in the picture here, the rows of trees are grown. Okay, at the boundary of this main area there is a crop. Okay, now this crop is being protected from this shelter bed from high wind velocity. Okay, so that is your shelter beds. Now moving on to next terminology, that is your afforestation. Students, afforestation, what is the afforestation? Basically it is establishing a forest by artificial means in an area where there was no forest earlier. Okay, एक कोई बैरन लैंड है जहां पे कभी कोई फॉरेस्ट नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है, हम वहां पे जाके प्लांटिंग कर देंगे, दैट इज योर एफॉरेस्टेशन. सो एस्टैब्लिशिंग फॉरेस्ट बाय आर्टिफिशियल मीन्स ऑन एरिया which where no forest vegetation has ever existed for long time in the past. So that is your afforestation. Moving on to the next term, then what is the reforestation? Okay, एफॉरेस्टेशन हो गया, ठीक है, जहां पे हमने आर्टिफिशियली प्लांटेशन कर दिया जहां पे कभी कोई फॉरेस्ट नहीं था. देन व्हाट इज रिफॉरेस्टेशन स्टूडेंट? सो बेसिकली योर रिफॉरेस्टेशन इज also, you are also growing the forest in a land. Okay, but here what is happening is that here the forest has existed in the past. Okay, it has disturbed due to certain things, and now you are planting the forest. So basically re-establishment of forest by artificial means on an area which previously before forest vegetation. Okay, where there was a forest vegetation previously which may have been felled or otherwise cleared in recent past. Okay, वहां पे पहले कोई फॉरेस्ट था which has been felled और या फिर किसी वजह से वो खत्म हो चुका है और वहां पे आप आर्टिफिशियली जाके प्लांटेशन कर रहे हैं. दैट इज योर reforestation. Okay, now the difference between afforestation and reforestation is clear to you. Okay, now moving on to the question which says dash is a wide zone of trees, shrubs and grasses planted in row usually at right angle to the direction of prevailing winds. Option are shelter beds, wind stoppers, windbreaker, none of the above, all of the above, and we had just discussed it is your shelter belt. Okay, now moving on to the next question, dash is establishing a forest by artificial means on the area on which no forest vegetation has existed for a long time in the past. Options are reforestation, deforestation, afforestation, none of the above, all of the above, and right answer will be your afforestation. Okay, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पूछा गया on which the no forest vegetation has existed for long time in the past, so that will be your afforestation. Okay, now moving on to the another terminology, some more other important terminology. So students, in forestry you must know about a few terms which the forest scientists are using for a tree. Okay, so first is the breast height. What is the breast height in terms of forestry? So it is almost universally adopted as a standard height for measuring the girth of a tree. That is your breast height. Okay, in India we are taking standard as 1.37 meter. Okay, it is different for different countries, but for India it is 1.37 meter. Okay, now let me explain you, like this is your tree. Okay, this is your tree. Okay, now we have to measure the girth and diameter of this area. Okay, Now we have to measure the girth of this area. What is the girth and what is the diameter or thickness of this particular tree? Okay, this particular tree. Now we are using a standard height. Okay, so in India we are using a standard height of 1.37 meter. Okay, from here, from 1.37 meter above the ground, we will measure the girth of that particular tree. So that is your breast height. Okay, this is your breast height. This particular height is known as your breast height. Okay, now moving on to the another term, that is your basal area. What is then basal area? The area of cross section of the stem at breast height. Okay, now if you will cut this tree, okay, you will cut this tree, you will get a cross section. Okay, you will get a cross section. Now the area of this cross section, the whole area of this cross section is your basal area. Understood? This is your breast height. Now if you cut this tree, then you will get a cross section of this tree, and that area will be called as basal area. Now moving on to the next, what is crown? The upper branchy part of a tree above the bole is called crown. So student, bole is basically the main stem, as I've already told you, and all this part, all part above your main stem, above your bole, that is your crown. Okay, that is your crown. Now moving on to bole, main stem of tree. I have already told you that main stem of the tree is known as bole. Okay, this is the main stem and this is your bole of the tree. Now I hope all the terms breast height, basal area, crown and bole is clear to you. Okay, so from this diagram I have tried to explain you, and I hope this is clear to you. Now let's discuss questions. Dash is universally adopted as a standard height for measuring the girth, diameter and a basal area of standing tree. Options are breast height, bole, average height, crown height, all of the above. And right option will be breast height. We have discussed breast height is the universally adopted standard height for measuring the girth, diameter of that particular tree. Okay. Dash is main stem of a tree. Options are axis, bole, main stem, primary stem, all of the above. Now student, you have this question is for you and you have to do this question, and do let me know the answer of this question in comment box. Okay, so that was all for this video students. I hope you have liked the video. If you have, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for downloading the PDF of this lecture you can join us on our Telegram channel. So that was all for this video students. Thank you so much.